The next day at Knapford Station, Oliver and Gordon were still shaken up by last night's events.
Oh, looks like you've seen 311 in person.
So that's who it was. No matter I could see the number due to the bright lights.
I heard the bell and whistle before seeing the engine itself, and then it vanished into the mist.
But something doesn't seem right. You two are still here and not gone.
I just noticed that myself. Because you said that if any of us get encountered with the 311, none of us will be around anymore after seeing it. But yet, me and Oliver are still here.
David, Louise, and Ariel were very confused. Over at the Royal Central Terminal, north of Vickerstown but just before Barrow, Emily was telling James about what Gordon experienced that night. The red engine was amazed, but he soon dismissed the thought, although it briefly reminded him about that one incident he had when he had his encounter with the ghost of Engine 260 a few years ago.
Now that's some story to tell. It's almost rare for engines like Gordon to experience stuff like that. Seeing some lights and thinking another engine was on the same track as him? I almost find it hard to believe.
That's what he told us. As I said last night, Gordon thought he saw another engine on the same line as him, but never collided into anything. Henry thinks he was hallucinating.
Hallucinating? That's what the others said to me when I told them about that unknown engine on the Kirk Ronan branch last year, but they didn't believe me.
The story of 311 really has gotten under my frames lately. If it's really here on our railway, then who knows what will happen to us. But some say that this is only just a made-up fantasy tale to just give us a scare.
I wouldn't say that if I were you, ma'am. Hello there, Emily and James. Tell me, what's all this going on Sodo about a ghost train from the United States? I've been hearing about it non-stop from my driver and fireman ever since I woke up this morning.
It's something about an engine who doesn't have a name, only a number, 311, and something else called the Clinchfield Curse.
That ghost engine you say. Did Gordon see it?
He claims that he did the night before, but no one believes him.
Well, I do.
Really?
Yes, he told me about it just before I left Knapford, and I was quite surprised to say the least. I've not heard about the Clinchfield Curse in a very, very long time. My brother's not the only one who has seen the ghost. I too have seen her.
You have?
Yes. It happened during my American tour in the USA in 1969. I was visiting the Clinchfield for a few days. One cloudy day, as I prepared to leave for my morning run to continue my tour outside Dayton Sheds, I heard an unknown whistle. And then I saw a sight that I've kept hidden away ever since. I saw her. Clinchfield 311. She looked terrifying, with red smoke coming out of her funnel and her cylinders in the colour of blood itself. But what I found strange about it is that even though she was looking at me in a very menacing way, she did not see me as a threat or that my number was not the same as hers. She said I was way too famous for the likes of her to take, but I thought I was really going to. However, 311 told me that she had tried to find closure and to cross the bridge from where she had fallen, but was unable to reach the other side. I can remember responding back to her, even though I was shaking within my frames and sensed that I was looking at death in the face. I told her that sometime in the future she would break free and find peace, and this curse that she had would be lifted. But in her response, 311 gave me a cold stare before she blew her whistle and left before simply vanishing into thin air. Later, one of the other American engines came over and saw the expression of fear on my face. It didn't take too long for him to find out that I had an encounter with the Demon 311. That day has never left my mind, but what makes it more worse? I never told my former owner, Alan Pegler, all about it. I wish I had done before he passed away in March 2012 at the age of 91 after a short illness. I regret it deeply. I really do. Have any of you seen the Ghost Train?
No, Emily, and I haven't. At least not yet. I haven't seen it, and now I don't even want to. I could get sent to some scrapyard and meet my end there.
From what our American visitors told us, she comes at night at any time, but mostly on the day of the accident on Halloween.
I see. I wonder if this could be the time that 311 lets go of herself and move on.
News of Gordon and Oliver's encounter spread down the line, but no one believed it, and it soon became a great joke to Henry.
And who's to say the big proud engine like Gordon and a proud great western engine like Oliver becomes afraid of something that's not there? That's so out of character.
Shut it, Henry. What they saw was real. Had you been there, you would have believed it.
I took the story of Timothy seriously, but all this about an American locomotive that we know nothing about, that I find hard to believe. Seriously, we're over on the other side of the world, and another engine from the United States is able to appear on our line. That's just complete utter nonsense.
Well then, if you don't believe it, then why don't you go and see for yourself?
Henry just dismissed the thought and went to collect the flying kipper from Tidmouth Harbor.
Be careful of the lights, Gordon. They might get you.
What's this about lights, Percy?
Oh, it's nothing, Edward. Gordon apparently said he saw lights on the tracks last night, but he was the only one who saw them.
Did you say lights?
Yeah, it's a bag of baloney, really. Everyone's saying Gordon was hallucinating. Even his own crew doesn't believe it.
Lights. I wonder if... I'll need to ask Gordon about what he really saw.